and welcome to MOSO Update, a monthly program where we connect you with campus news and events right here at Missouri Southern State University. I'm Kelley.
And I'm Myles Nabors. We've had a series of events take place over the course of the month, and we're ready to share the rundown. But before we begin, we want to share another fun segment of What in the Name of Rory Is That? With each episode of MOSO Update, we share a piece of a photo at the beginning of our show, and you'll have to until the end of the program to guess what the full photo is. Good luck.
It's the season of giving, and several organizations have hosted events to show how they care about our students and the community. Let's take a look at one group in particular who is warming hearts with warm donations.
Cooler weather is upon us, but not everyone is fortunate enough to have a coat to stay warm and brave the tough winter temperatures. That's where the Golden Crest Circle comes in with their One Warm Coat Drive. For the last 10 years, the Missouri Southern chapter of Omicron Delta Kappa has worked with One Warm Coat to help bring warm clothes to the Joplin area.
One Warm Coat is a national organization, and so we were able to coordinate with them to do a lot of, they gave us some materials about how to get it set up and things like that, but then we're able to do it in a way that it will benefit our community directly.
One Warm Coat helps organizations around the world put together warm clothing drives. They provide materials and guidance on how to prepare, carry out, and selecting a distribution partner. According to the One Warm Coat website, they assist nearly 600,000 people a year in the United States and in other countries, with over 3,000 coat drives held annually.
Last year we collected about 350 warm clothing items, so it's been pretty successful. We're hoping to raise that number every year.
The Golden Crest Circle placed these boxes around campus and with Joplin area partners to help collect warm clothing items. Now, although these items have since been collected, you can still offer to help.
I would encourage people to just contact Woodard Gardens or the Joplin Boys and Girls Club and see if they can still donate it. Because even though the One Warm Coat Drive might be over at that point, those are just really good local organizations that are always trying to help people. So if you can get in contact with them, that would probably be the best way, because they'd be able to tell you if they're still collecting warm clothing items or what they need at that point.
From the campus of Missouri Southern, Aaron Davis for MOSO Update.
It's great to see the campus organization reaching out to make a difference during the colder weather when so many otherwise go without they need to go through the season.
I have to agree with you there, Myles.
We had another organization on campus do their part to make the holiday season a little brighter Christmas. The MSSU Community Service Committee and Staff Senate hosted an angel tree for Pell-eligible students with children enrolled as a senior in high school or younger.
The Missouri Southern Angel Tree is for students who attend Missouri Southern that have dependents that are 18 years and younger. If they need a little extra help this holiday season, the faculty, staff, and students on campus have come together and we're offering that help for them. Today we have gathered presents for 92 children, and we are in the ballroom having a nice gift wrapping party and wrapping those presents for the children. And then the families get to come and pick them up later, and they get to unwrap them on Christmas Day.
A come-and-go gift wrapping event was held starting on December 4th in Billingsley Student Center's Connor Ballroom.
It's nice knowing that Christmas Day will be a little more special thanks to our university.
Absolutely.
In addition to the coat drive and angel tree sponsored by campus organizations, one student did her part to give back to a cause close to her heart.
On Thursday, November 9th, Heidi Rich, psychology major, hosted a benefit concert for the Clark Community and Mental Health Center.
I held a benefit concert for the Clark Community and Mental Health Center. It was basically just to raise donations and awareness for the center.
Attendants participated in a 50-50 raffle to raise money for the center and listen to music from a local progressive rock band, The Ninth Path.
I was interested in working with the Clark Community Mental Health Center because my aunt works there and I'm a psychology major, so the social work that they do there is really important to me. They work with families to bring them together, so I wanted to kind of help out and support that. I think it went very well. The show brought in about 40 people plus. We ended up raising about 120 donations.
Well, we've been playing together since, it's been about 3 years now. Like, they were together before I joined them, and they were just like a purely cover band, and then I joined them, and then we kind of turned into writing our own music. I play guitar and bass. I mainly guitar. We have 9 songs we play. Joplin Avenue Coffee Shop, it's a good place to play. I mean, we really enjoyed it. The crowd seemed really into it. We got some new faces in there. Also, it was good. It was for a good cause. I mean, we were really trying to raise some money.
I know all of the members personally. They're really great guys and they're fun to work with, and I'd like to just personally thank them for their involvement in helping with promoting the Clark Center.
Reporting from MOSO Update, I'm Abby West.
It's so nice to see our students getting involved in raising awareness and funds in a creative way for a deserving organization.
Definitely. And speaking of creativity, both students and the public had the opportunity to participate in a unique building event hosted by the art department.
Masterpiece in a Day, Legoland was a SPIVA event held in the Fine Arts Complex on Saturday, November 11th. Participants designed a plan for their masterpiece and were given a set amount of time to build their creation with Legos.
I'm building a house. I'm doing the plants all dying. And I'm doing windows and then like a door. I don't know if I can build that, but and then a fire. Where is it?
Once the projects were completed, they were judged to see who created the best overall masterpiece. Reporting from MOSO Update, I'm Maddie West.
Very cool. It looks like a lot of kids had a lot of fun building their masterpieces.
They certainly did, but that's not the only fun activity we had on campus last month.
That's right. Students had the opportunity to participate in an event many look forward to each semester. The Campus Activity Board hosted the biannual Stuff a Line event in Billingsley Student Center on November 15th. Students lined up early that morning to stuff their Astro Lions and take part in the tradition many look forward to all year long.
Definitely come. It's pretty cool. You get a free lion, you get to stuff it. It has a cute outfit. Besides the weight, though, it's like really worth it, so yeah.
That looks like a lot of fun, and speaking of fun, we have a lot more to share. But first, please enjoy another edition of Campus Walking with Veronica Gazaway.
I'm Veronica Gazaway, and you're watching Campus Walking.
Prepare before I go out of my dorm, bring an umbrella, dress for the weather.
All right, good answer.
I usually just wear a hoodie and then I power through.
All right. I just make sure I have gear like an umbrella or a jacket or, warm clothes and stuff.
Wear appropriate clothing. Wear more clothes.
Well, whenever it rains here, the puddles really build up, and I don't like that, so I gotta wear some thicker socks and thicker shoes on those days. But other than that, it's not too bad.
All right. That's a good question. I'm not for sure.
2003.
Wasn't it like 1930 or 1929?
I mean, around when we were on this campus, but when it went from a college to a university.
I don't know.
2003.
Oh, really?
Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure.
Around 2003.
Heck if I know.
2003. Mind blowing.
No idea.
2003. Yeah.
It's a good question. Don't know.
Around 2003.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Fun facts to amaze your friends.
Being home with my family and my friends, just seeing the people that I love.
I get to go home for a little bit, so that's nice.
Probably just being with friends and family and things.
Food.
Good answer.
Free food.
Yeah.
Study a lot. Kind of miss out on work, I guess, and study.
All right.
Studying and coffee.
Yes, your coffee smells good.
That's what?
Hack, life hack. Not encouraging cheating, just life hack.
I usually just study. Well, I don't really have any hacks.
All right.
Get lots of sleep, eat food, and study.
All right.
Hack?
Yeah, like life hack.
It's a little annoying, and I've got the last final ever. It's at like 6 o'clock on Thursday. But otherwise, it's nice to only be here for 4 days instead of 5.
So it's annoying but nice.
Yeah.
Solid answer.
Procrastination? Is that one?
I don't think that counts, but we'll accept it as an answer. I know you're a freshman, but how do you feel about the 4 days?
From what I can tell, it's fine. Like it's finals, it's testing.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
I really like it. I mean, the schedule works really good, so yeah, it's nice to have. It makes it easy.
All right, interesting feedback.
I don't really care for it too much because I don't have 8 a.m.s and I have finals at 8 a.m. So it's going to be really hard to get my mind together.
Yeah, I have one of those situations and I'm really annoyed about it.
It's a little annoying, and I've got the last final ever. It's at like 6 o'clock on Thursday. But otherwise, it's nice to only be here for 4 days instead of 5.
So it's annoying but nice.
Yeah.
Solid answer.
Okay. Weird. I mean, I don't like going to class whenever it's not time to go to class usually. It kind of offsets my schedule.
Confusing. No one knows when they are. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
My friends, they've helped support me through just about everything this semester.
Yeah, friends are great.
Friends. I've met some new ones on campus, so that's really nice. You know, coming to, being a first semester freshman, meeting new people, it's nice to actually have friends.
Yeah, friends are great.
I'm thankful for family and being able to go to school and, just the opportunities I have in America.
Well, it's kind of nice outside right now, so I'm thankful for that.
For December 1st?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankful just to be here at MSSU, honestly. I mean, it's a really nice university. I like all the students I go to class with.
We're not paying him to say this.
Oh, the baseball team. Shout out to the baseball team. Wrap up.
Right.
I don't know what.
Nobody knows. Hey.
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
I was pretty close then.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Arms and legs and a head with no nose?
No, nobody knows. Oh, dang. Okay.
No idea.
Nobody knows.
Unmanly?
Nobody knows.
Oh, that was funny.
Thanks for watching Campus Walking on KGCS-TV. I'm Veronica Gasway. See you next time.
We're back with MOSO Update. I'm Kate Kelley.
And I'm Myles Nabors. Students at Missouri Southern had an opportunity to participate in a unique networking event in early November.
Earlier this month, students had the opportunity to meet a variety of local business leaders. The event, entitled Networking 101, is the product of a partnership with Missouri Southern Career Services and the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce and Young Professionals Network. One leader of the event hopes that students can take away some valuable lessons.
We feel like they walk away with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more pep in their step on knowing that they can walk into a room and be able to socialize with anybody from any industry.
For 3 years now, the annual networking event brings students and professionals together to meet, share ideas, and learn tips on how to land jobs in their desired field. Students found the advice gained from the close to 50 business leaders in attendance very beneficial.
It's advice that I think is beneficial for anyone, really, especially for public relations. Just, trying to get your foot in the door. If you're really interested in a company, definitely try to talk to them, find times to schedule times to talk to them, keep applying, and just don't give up if you're really interested in something specifically.
If you're interested in attending the next Networking 101 event or gaining any kind of networking experience, reach out to Career Services on their website. Reporting for MOSO Update, I'm Kate Kelley.
I think it's a great idea to encourage our students to get out there and meet new people who could potentially become their employers one day.
That's true. Next up, we have a special interview to share as part of our Campus Spotlight segment.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Shellac, and this is Campus Culture. Today I'm here with Keisa Clark, lecturer in the Communication Department. How are you doing today, Keisa?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good. So you went to school here at Missouri Southern.
I did.
What was that like transitioning from being a student and then becoming an instructor?
Yeah, it was really great. So I graduated in 2011 and did my master's after that and taught English in Spain, and then this job opened up, and so it was really nice because I've been teaching, but to be like my first lecturer university position, it was really nice to come back home per se and be with my old instructors, and so it's been, a great experience.
And Missouri Southern has a massive international mission. What was it like teaching English in Spain?
Yeah, well, actually, that was like the international mission was part of the reason I wanted to come to Missouri Southern as a student, and it's really exciting to be back. And having taught in Spain, it's really great that I can use that experience and to kind of further the international mission. I actually gave a talk about Spain during the Spain semester, because every fall semester we have a theme country, and so it's really great that we bring a culture to campus for students that don't get to go out to that culture. And then we have lots of international trips for students as well. And I'm actually leading a group of students to Paris this coming spring to the International Media Seminar, which I did as a student years ago as well. So just so many great opportunities with the international mission at Missouri Southern.
And it's so cool that you were able to do that as a student, and now you're kind of returning and you're taking that trip again as the instructor.
Yes.
So what is that class that's doing that?
Yeah, it's the class that goes with it. It's global journalism, and so it's tying into the seminar itself in Paris, which is the International Media Seminar. So it's a week-long seminar in which we'll have speakers from all over the world and different, whether it's newspaper or television, professionals in media and all aspects. And so the global journalism, kind of learning about the differences between media and other countries, and then it's great that we get to actually go experience that in Paris for that seminar.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah.
How would you say that, the international mission is really affecting like the campus culture?
Oh, I think it impacts it completely. I mean, if just walking around campus, like in our building, we have all the flags and so many events on campus, like with the fall semester event, and just to the fact that not only do our students get to go off and go on these trips, they come back and share their experiences. We also have students, a lot of international students from other countries that come to Missouri Southern because we have those connections with universities around the world. So we have so much diversity and cool international culture here on campus all the time, and it's really one of the things that makes Missouri Southern unique and a really great school.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And being well-traveled, I feel like yourself, and getting to take, so cool. Getting to take these trips. Is there anything else you'd like to add for students?
I would just say take advantage of this culture and all these opportunities. I mean, we have grants that the International Institute gives to students. They can get $1,000 for short-term trips and I think $1,200 for a full semester abroad. And we have those connections with universities across the world. And with that connection, you can go, like, say, study in Peru for a semester and pay the same as if you were here at Joplin and get $1,200 to help go with that. So, I mean, it's just amazing. And having been, being someone who has traveled abroad and studied abroad as a student, I went on 2 different trips here at Missouri Southern and then went on to teach English in Spain, and I did in Costa Rica as well. I mean, those experiences here really opened the door to me, to want to go on and do those other experiences. And it's just, you cannot really even compare going to those cultures and doing those things. So I would just say, take advantage of it. And the events here on campus too. But
Yes, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Keisa.
you.
I'm Kaylee Shellac, and this is Campus Culture.
It's so cool to hear about a class that offers an international learning experience.
It definitely is. Speaking of international, we have news to share regarding a couple Korea-themed semester events.
The Honorable Jong-Kook Lee, Consul General of the Republic of Korea in Chicago, also came to Corley Auditorium to discuss how the relationship between the Republic of Korea and the United States of America has evolved over the past 60 years. He offered students and faculty a wealth of information from his experiences in government.
I love seeing these kind of events happening on our campus.
So do I. We have some more events to share after this break. In the meantime, please enjoy another fun segment of Twin Time.
Welcome to Twin Time, where we capitalize on the fact that we were born with another person. I'm Abby.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm Lauren.
Today we're going to be making a quick and easy meal for two, because we're twins.
Today we're making chicken parmesan sandwiches. It's so easy, college students can do it.
First, preheat the oven. This is what you'll need.
1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, Parmesan cheese,
Chicken patties. Season your chicken patties.
Set the timer for the time listed on your package or until completely done inside.
Add Parmesan cheese. Heat your tomato sauce. Melt butter.
If you would like, add a glaze to your bread. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hello everybody, we're back with MOSO Update. I'm Myles Nabors. Today we have our sports segment. We have Trey Vaughn with us today. Trey, how you doing?
Doing good, Myles. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. So Trey, let's reiterate what happened with the fall sports this year for Missouri Southern.
All right, well, we'll lead off with volleyball. It's definitely probably the most interesting topic right now at Missouri Southern, aside from basketball that's going on right now. But Coach Napier leads his team to the best season they've had in a long time, almost doubling their win total of last year. Ended up with 11 wins this year compared to 6 last year. So big improvement, but pretty sad news that Coach Napier has decided to resign. He stepped down from his coaching position. He finished the season. There was some rumors of him quitting on the team, not being involved in practices or in scouting other teams. So some pretty iffy stuff going on. And in fact, he pulls a girl's red shirt at the end of the season. Freshman Cassie Walton was redshirted all season. Her father was there to watch from Stillwater, Oklahoma. He comes to watch the game, so Coach Napier pulls her red shirt just so that way her parents could watch her play. So kind of a not so good coaching decision in my opinion, and now he's resigned and stepped down. So some bad news for the volleyball team. Hopefully they can find a head coach, and have someone ready and prepared for next season.
Right.
And then on to soccer. Soccer had a solid season. They went 5-9 with 4 ties. Finished 5th in the MIAA and made the playoff tournament. In the first round, though, they were defeated by Fort Hays State, who was the 4th seed, which was also a really good game. It was 0-0 at the end of regulation, and they ended up losing like 11-10 in penalty kicks.
Wow.
So it was a crazy game, and it just came up a little bit short. But a good season for the soccer team, a huge improvement, making the tournament for the first time in a long time. Football finishes 0-11. Some injuries, some more questionable coaching, just a lot going on with that football team. You hope to see some improvement this offseason because a winless season is not what people expected in Denver Johnson's 3rd season here at Missouri Southern. Yeah, so hope to see some improvements next year. Maybe a goal of at least 4 wins. We'd like to see probably 4 wins out of that football team next season. So a lot of work for the football team this offseason. to round up fall sports, probably the most successful fall sport, it was cross country. The men went to nationals, and the women, I can't remember where the women finished in regionals, but they went to regionals. They had a good finish in regionals. Didn't quite make it to nationals though. But the men were able to compete in nationals, and they finished 17th in nationals in the Division II nationals. So good year for cross country, and definitely was the bright side of fall sports for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But now we're getting to our winter sports. Most people would think of basketball, but we also have indoor track and field going on, and they got on the way just last week.
Yeah, last weekend they were at Pitt State at the Crimson and Gold Invite. In fact, had a few records broken. One of the throwers, I just drew a blank on the name. Burns. Yeah. So Burns breaks a record throwing, set his record by I think almost an extra foot, like longer than what his prior record was. Also had a runner, John Johnson, set a record for Missouri Southern, actually, not just a personal record, for his the competition he ran in, and also had a lady set a record. Ashley, I believe, set a record for the women in the, or no, it was a team record. It was the 4x400. And those 4 ladies that were in that competition set their record. So good for the track and field. And basketball, as you mentioned, is going on right now. The women are 3-7 at the moment, and the men 4-5. So men have stepped it up. They've won 2 in a row as well as the women. So they're both on a little 2-game winning streak, and the men are back in action Saturday, December the 16th in Quincy, Illinois for the Quincy Holiday Classic. And the women are back in action here in Joplin, Missouri on December 19th against Missouri S&T. So come out, support the Lions, join the pride, cheer them on because we need it. And I don't know, just come support the Lions because it's going to be a good season.
Yeah, for sure. I remember, watching those 2 games winning streaks. The females, they especially, they had overtime games back to back.
Yep.
So that's very surprising to see. A lot of high scoring. Can you just name off a couple people to watch out for the games?
Yeah, definitely. Chelsea Henry's been lighting it up. She's scoring the ball at will. And ever since Desiree Berge's returned from injury, she's a leader on this team, veteran leader. Ever since her return from injury, the Lions are 2-1, so they're playing really good basketball. And in fact, the last time out, Desiree Berge scored 36 points and had 11 rebounds.
Oh, wow.
So huge game. And as for the men, of course, CJ Carr, he led the team last season. He's back this year as our senior point guard. He's a huge leader on this team, but some guys that you may not know to look out for are Elijah Clark, sophomore, and Kinzer Lambert, another sophomore. They can score the ball at will. And Elijah Clark, actually, in the last men's game, started out with the first 14 points for the Lions. He had their first 14 points. So he's a great shooter, can drill three-pointers like crazy. So those are some guys to watch out for in the next coming games.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Trey, I'd like to appreciate you coming back for the Sports 7 for a MOSO update. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
But now that looks like the end of our segment. We're back to you, Kate.
Thank you for the update on sports, Trey. We look forward to hearing from you again.
We will conclude this episode of MOSO Update with a festive event held on campus. The 11th annual Southern Lights event was held on December 6th on the Oval and inside of Billingsley Student Center. The event, which was free and open to students, faculty, and staff and their guests, included cookie decorating, photo snow globes, carriage rides, and crafts. Dr. Alan Marble conducted the tree lighting ceremony.
A beautiful story to end on. Thank you, Myles.
Southern Lights is always one of my favorite events to end before we wrap the fall semester. Well, before we wrap things up here, let's revisit that photo we saw at the beginning of the show. Did you guess correctly? The correct answer was the angel tree. Nearly 100 students will have a merrier Christmas thanks to the Missouri Southern Community Service Committee and Student Senate. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of MOSO Update. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Myles Nabors.
And I'm Kate Kelley. Join us next time as we strive to keep you connected with everything happening here in Lion Country.